When I think about how hard it is to be a parent in general, I think about some of the other parents in our city that are struggling, that are having a hard time, to be able to come alongside of them and support them through that. It's a big task, and it takes a lot of people.
My wife has been feeling this urging of foster care, getting involved in the foster system. In the middle of her saying that, she's also pregnant, and so I'm trying to figure out where we're putting a third baby, let alone trying to figure out how fostering works. At the same time, North Carolina Baptists are starting an initiative to help try to encourage churches to foster every child out of the system.
So over a year ago, I kind of felt this like tugging for foster care, which was really weird because we didn't know anybody that fostered. It was not in our proximity.
Both those things kind of collide when I take Cassidy to the North Carolina Baptist annual meeting, and she turns to me and goes, I still have this urge. We discover Congregation for Kids. Cassidy starts doing research. She says, hey, I found the program that doesn't necessarily require us to foster to be involved.
I know that we reached out to CFK and met with them and learned about all that they were doing and about their heart, their passion for the kids in Charlotte and that were in the foster care, but also this very well-rounded approach that they had where they were helping with the social workers and the parents and the children. It was just really encouraging.
We have limited resources and limited people, but let's just see what your heart is and see where we can go. And as we looked at what possibilities we could have, one of the things we started to realize is we collect a missions offering for Vacation Bible School. The way we're going to introduce it to our church and the way we're going to first support it is we're going to do our offering going to CFK and the Christmas in July.
Just we're going down the aisles and throwing toys in there. So we kind of assigned it where one couple was shopping for this age group and then another couple was shopping for this. And my son liked shopping for things that he would like. And we really were able to do a lot with very little.
We believe that we weren't just giving toys, that we were giving hope and the chance to share the gospel. There were about 6 of us, other than just my wife and myself, that went and wanted to bring those to Congregations for Kids.
As soon as we started up the sidewalk and we saw all the staff and their smiles and how excited they were to see the bikes and the toys and stuff, it was just such an encouragement and it was just another reassurance that we were serving in the way that we were supposed to.
One of the concerns is what kind of impact would a small church like ours have? And to see the gratitude of CFK staff was amazing because it showed even these little things that we thought were not a big deal seemed to be a huge deal. And so for us, it created some more momentum to look and say, okay, what else can we do?
Even though it can be intimidating to tackle such a big issue in our city like foster care, I think that it ultimately comes down to that faithfulness. Even if you're not quite sure what that's going to look like, that you're willing to step out in faith and to follow that leading. Because the goal with fostering is reunification. So even if we're not able to foster ourselves right now, just being able to be there for other parents that are doing that, for social workers that are going through the mud every single day, is really kind of the direction that we wanted to go.
Take one step. It's just a simple step here and there, and watch what happens.